Yeah. Robin's homes fly under the radar, I'm telling you. She's the surprise. John Boy.
Yo, man, what's happening, dude?
Hey, brother.
I'm so jacked up about this move, I can't even sleep. It's like I did a bunch of meth or blow or something.
Yeah, me too, actually. You know what I'm doing? My game plan is after the last show, I'm going to see a script this week, I guess, from Saturday Night Live. It's still debatable whether I'll do it or not. I want to just, if it's something I'm not comfortable with, I'm not going to do it. And I'll tell you the truth, man, I've been doing so much publicity, I'm ready to drop on my head.
But it would be fun to see you on Saturday Night Live.
It'd be fun. You know what?
It would be.
It'd be fun to see me on a lot of things.
No, but I'm saying Saturday Night Live is special, especially that opening
I'm sure it is.
sequence, and I hope that it's something you feel comfortable with. That's all I'm saying.
I would like to do it, but if I don't, and it doesn't work out, I'll do it sometime in the future. That's all, you know.
A sketch is great when it's great. When it's bad, it's not
like
fun.
torture.
It's not fun to do.
Yeah. They force you in with all those douchebags over there, and it's awful.
Well, whatever.
No, it's a good group over there, but you just got, sometimes it's just not the best sketch, you know.
Yeah.
Artie's been in a few bad sketches on Mad TV.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But anyway, it's
just something like you realize that's on tape and you might have to see it forever.
So what have you been doing to help yourself sleep? Have you been taking those pills?
No, I've been sleeping great. The problem is that what my game plan is, I'm going to go away for a couple of days. After the last show, I'm going to go away for a few days, then come back and begin to work at my new studio, get the equipment down, start to figure out how I want to run things. We got to do a couple of run-throughs to see if we can work the equipment.
Yeah, is anybody going to give us a schedule?
Man, it looks cool when you were doing that interview with, I guess her name's Katie Couric or whatever, and they had, is that where you're going to sit, where they had the little screens in the back showing the... Yeah,
did you see how cool that looks?
Yeah, man, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, is that where you're going to kick it?
Yep, that's it. That's the studio, the new studio. And
can you see Fred from there? Or?
Yeah, I got a whole thing, we got walls where if I don't want to see Fred, I don't have to see him. If I want to see him, I can see him. It's a whole new look, a whole new everything.
It's all been thought out.
Because also we pulled the TV guys in because the on-demand channel, we put the TV guys in there with the radio guys. We got a whole thing going on.
The thing I keep thinking of is when you first started up your website, like really getting it going, and the thing used to say 2 years and so, and I never thought, I was like, that time will never come, and now it's less than a week.
You and me, brother. I remember for the longest time it was at 9 months, and now it's 4 days of shows left, and that's it. And I got to tell you, I'm ready. I'm really ready to go.
Remember when we first started, it was hours, and it was like so many hours. We're like, no, we can't do that. It's awful. So we changed it to days.
Did you see all the publicity this weekend? I was in Newsday, the New York Post, and the Daily News.
Yeah, I was a little disturbed by the Post article.
Yeah, you and me both. This was really weird. I spent 45 minutes. I'm going to go because your phone line sucks so bad. I spent 45 minutes with this girl from the New York Post it was my former intern. I didn't really remember her, but she says she's a good friend of Benji's. And I spent 45 minutes with her talking about the future of radio and where I want to go with it. And she wrote this article about what it was like to be my intern, which I totally wasn't necessary for. I mean, I didn't need to. It's just... I've been doing so many...
I don't know. It just didn't seem like that kind of article to me.
No, and I spent 45 minutes sort of explaining where I was going. I wish you could hear the interview I gave her. She taped it. I mean, it was like a really good interview about the future and what we're up to. And it was just a huge disappointment. Oh, there she is. Marianne, hi.
Hi.
Hey, Marianne, that was a huge disappointment. You didn't need me for that article.
I didn't even...
And by the way, as far as me being flirtatious with you, where'd that come from?
Well, my editor wanted a different story about how it felt inside of the, of working there and things like that.
Wait a second. You don't need to waste my time interviewing me if you're going to write about what it was like to be an intern.
I put serious stuff in there, and actually I had a lot more in there that they cut out. That's, that's out of my control, that part.
No, honey, come on. There were 25...
It is. I'm telling you, I put a lot more in there. It was a lot about serious interview.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad article. You just didn't need to waste my time with it because there was nothing of me in there. It was a story about you.
No, I'm saying I put that all in there. I did put a lot of serious stuff in. And I was actually worried that they cut it, she cut a lot of it out, but I don't really have control after I hand it in.
But even if you were just leafing through the paper and you looked at the way they set it up, it looked like you had a Bill Clinton episode in your life.
And by the way,
you didn't really delve into it.
Where was I flirtatious? No. Where was I flirtatious with you ever?
Well, sort of at the end, you're like, don't write anything bad about me. I'm like, okay.
Excuse me, what is your definition of flirtatious?
I don't know. Don't go crazy on me right now. It wasn't anything
Whoa, Marianne.
bad.
Marianne, I didn't say it was bad. You didn't. The article was about you. But you did say that I was flirtatious with you. What does flirtatious mean?
Well, I thought at the end you said it in a very, fun way. You're like, don't write anything bad about me. I was like, okay.
Is that flirtatious?
You were very fun about it. You were very, you were very cool about it. You were very fun.
Marianne. How was that flirtatious?
I don't know. It was fun. I don't know.
You wrote the article. I'm asking you. You wrote the word that I was...
Because, I thought it was fun. I thought the way we left was, really fun.
It was fun, but it wasn't... You know what flirtatious means? What does it mean? What does flirtatious mean to you? Fun?
I don't know. I don't know. It was just sort of... I thought we left it in a fun way.
I said that to Ed Bradley, too. I said, don't write anything mean about... don't put anything mean about... Does that mean I was flirting with him?
No, but I thought you said it in a fun way.
Yeah, but when you write that I was flirtatious with you, that means I came on to you in a sexual way.
No, it does not. Not at all.
Of course it does.
No, it does not. Not at all. They're two entirely different things.
What does flirtatious mean, then?
I just meant it was like a fun, kind of conversation at the end. And it was like, okay, of course I won't. That's what I said. I didn't mean for this whole thing is a nightmare now.
And I walked down the halls awkwardly? I'm awkward in the hall?
Okay, but here, oh my God, and this is what I was telling Benji. This is what I didn't want cut out. I had that in addition to 3 more paragraphs where I'm like, but most likely you just wanted to be left the hell alone. And then I go into once in a while we got to attend these meetings, and then I had 3 paragraphs of all this how you were, and it was all really good stuff. I wake up, it's gone. It's out of there.
Right, but what I'm saying is, Marianne, listen to me.
Yeah.
You didn't need... I don't have a problem with the article. I thought the article was fine. But they didn't need to interview me. There was nothing of me in that article. It was about your experience as an intern. And by the way, it's fine. It's just don't waste my time with an interview.
No, but what I'm telling you is all that
anything I said in the interview wasn't in there.
No, but all that stuff, toward the end it was, but there was a lot more.
Toward the end, the one question you asked me is, would you ever want to have sex with someone? I said, Sheryl Crow. That was it.
No, I included a lot of things from the interview, which they took out.
Marianne, it's no big deal. I'm just saying I didn't need to be...
No, but I'm saying I didn't know anything...
I don't care who took it out. It doesn't matter to me. Marianne, the article was a story about your internship at a radio station. It had nothing to do with me. However it got to that point, I don't care. They didn't need to interview me. It was a waste of my time.
Oh,
that's all
right.
In other words, you could have written that article without me.
No, I understand that, but it was supposed to be the past and now, and
Did she really spend every morning getting releases from topless women?
No. Of course not.
I was like, this is ridiculous, this article.
No, it was a complete exaggeration. The fact of the matter is our office is very professional, and it's probably a very boring article.
It was like she was saying that, all of the stuff that goes on in the studio actually goes on out in the hall.
The article was harmless. I'm just saying, I don't know why.
Yeah, it was.
Marianne, you're not hearing me. I didn't need to be interviewed for it. You could have written that on your own. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're saying that when you see the final result.
She could have made it up without the intern.
Right. Right. Marianne, thank you.
All right.
It's not a negative. It's just that I just don't know what you're not understanding what I'm saying.
No, I am, and what I'm saying to that is that I didn't know until the final result that they're not going to include a lot of these quotes and things like that.
Thank you, Marianne.
All right, bye.
She's a sweet kid. I like Marianne. That's the one you have a crush on, huh, Benji?
No, she's a good friend. She is so in love with you.
Yeah, no, she thinks it's a criticism. I'm just saying, I don't know why they interviewed me. It had nothing to do with me.
Right.
And they could get any intern to write that article.
Yeah, I can understand your point of view about that. But we do that the same thing here a lot. I mean, just don't... In other words, okay, what am I arguing with, Benji? I'm not arguing with you. I
don't know why everyone's arguing with me.
How am I arguing?
The guy in the Daily News, Richard Huff, wrote a really good article, I thought. He seems really bright, that guy. I enjoyed actually talking with Marianne. It just, I don't know. Just
didn't make the article.
Yeah, the stuff I talked about didn't get in. I guess it wasn't interesting enough. Let's go to...
It was just set up the same way they had done that article on Bill O'Reilly and the woman he was harassing on the phone.
Yeah.
That's why I said, it even looks creepy.
Yeah, right? Chris, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Hey, I loved your interview with Bill O'Reilly. I loved how you went after him,
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed that. And,
that was great.
Yeah, it was 3 parts. Last part was Friday night. It was good. It was good.
And the 60 Minutes interview was great as well. I can't wait to see, Saturday Night Live and everything else you'll be on.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think Esquire magazine comes out this week, and I'm doing the Daily Show this week.
Well, 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks from today.
What?
That's right.
January 9th.
That's it. And then we start our new home.
I'm in Vegas, so I can't hear you, so I can't wait till January 9th.
Yeah, good. Okay. Looking forward to being reunited.
Hey, can you keep me on hold? Is that okay?
Sure.
Thanks, Al.
All right. A lot of the places we got fired from.
Yeah, we used to broadcast to.
People can't hear us, so the big reunion for us is when we move over. And that's the cool part of where we're going. I'll be on across the country. Granted, in a smaller universe right now, but the potential there is to be on across the country,
And the potential is to have listeners who could never get this show actually able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's go to Paul, and then we're going to meet Maury. Maury made 2 great phony phone calls. We're going to come in and pay a little respect to Maury.
An homage.
An homage to Maury, yeah.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey, good morning, my friend.
I've been listening to you since you made Gilda Radner cry.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, that was NBC. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I wanted to know from somebody who's always underestimated his greatness, do you have any idea how big Friday's going to turn out to be, and what kind of preparations are you thinking about?
I don't know that Friday will be big. Listen, my point is I'm going to move my stuff out of here. I'm going to symbolically bring it out and walk it a couple of blocks, and I'm going to make a speech to the crowd, and some other people, too, Artie, Robin, Fred.
Some of the whack packers.
My parents are coming down, my sister. And,
really?
What's nice about having an event like this...
Oh, by the way, I was going to say that Jessica Hahn's name hasn't been mentioned.
We did mention it, as a matter of fact, really? And I think Gary's invited her as well. And anyone we're overlooking, please get in touch with us.
She came up in the meeting, I think someone said.
Yeah, we'd love to have Jessica.
Of course.
Here. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she's been contacted.
Okay.
But, we could forget people, too, because there's so many people. But, a lot of people are going to go out and say hi to the crowd. But the fun thing, the opportunity I was trying to provide is that the audience gets to meet each other. And we rarely have something like that. The last time that really happened was with the book signings. And it turned out to be a lot of fun for people who just got to hang out with one another. And a lot of people created really great friendships. Some dudes got laid. We've got strippers coming in from all over the country, coming out. And they say they're going to give lap dances. And, what can I tell you? Maybe it'll be a lot of fun. So,
well, if it's anything like the Philly book signing, it's going to be totally over the top.
Yeah, that was great.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was a nice memory for me. All right, so hopefully we'll see you there.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
All right.
Right, bye.
Boy, this is a long build-up.
Oh, there he is. There's Maury. Maury, you want to stand or you want to sit? You'd like to sit? Then sit down.
Hi there.
That's Maury. That's the famous Maury.
Good morning.
Hey, Maury. Now, Maury, you made 2 phony phone calls in the history of the show that got a lot of attention, that everybody loves. And you said after those 2 phone calls, that's it, you're retiring.
Well, I don't know if it's so much that I retired as, I'm a working guy. It's not my career to be a prank phone caller. And I felt like I did those for fun. I think that everyone really had a great time with it. I know that the show really always gave me a lot of great credit for it, and I've been just so appreciative of it over the years, just to be part of the show.
Let's play the first one I want to play is your famous Peter Jennings phone call. And, how did this occur to you? Was it spur of the moment? All of a sudden, you must have heard, you must have turned on your TV and seen the O.J. chase?
Totally spur of the moment. It was during a very, very big Knick game. I'm not sure if it was a playoff game or a championship game.
It was Game 6, Knicks versus Houston.
Yeah. The championship, the finals. Absolutely. Yeah.
And I remember you were pissed because you were watching the game and you were like, I don't want to watch O.J. and his car chase.
Basically. So, I said, we got to do something about this. This can't go unchecked.
How did you get through? Did you just call up and say, "Hey, I live next door. I can see I can see OJ"?
There was a little bit of build up to it. I called up ABC News and I told them that I was a producer from KTLA Los Angeles, the LA affiliate of ABC, and I said basically something like this. This is Mike Fox from KTLA Los Angeles, and I've got a live feed over right now. Hold on 1 second. 76, Cleveland, 1 second. Hey, listen, I got New York on the line. And then I kind of just jammed them up a little bit and got them really rattled, and I said, listen, I have a live feed. I have O.J. Simpson's neighbor in the news van right across the street from O.J.'s house. If you want it, you got to put it through, but you got 2 minutes. I actually hung up, called back, and said, you disconnected me, and I cursed them out. And then they just got so frazzled, they put me right on the air.
All right, let's listen, and let's remember the genius that is Maury.
I can ask everybody to be quiet for a moment. We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite the tensest.
What can you see?
Oh, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see O.J. kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, looky here, he looks very upset. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see O.J., man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's home in Brentwood. Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house, his friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay, thanks, Al.
So he was not there.
All right, we have them on every coast. Thank you very much. Not the first time nor the last time will have been had, but...
Wow. And the black person impression is so strong there.
Can you do a little of that for us right now?
Well, look at here. A lot of people say that that's a very obvious fake, but I believe that is very etymologically correct.
I like when you said tenses. That is cool.
It is quite tenses, of course.
Tenses, yes. And you're not only an impressionist, but a quick thinker.
I am very versatile in those areas.
And Maury, as long as we're celebrating your greatness and what you've done, your contribution to the show, which has never been forgotten, let's remind people of your Colin Ferguson prank call, your other call before you went into sort of a retirement.
That was my rookie effort.
This is your first effort.
Yes.
Colin Ferguson was a guy who went on the Long Island Railroad and started shooting people.
And I had no idea at the time, for the record, how bad the extent of the damage was. I would not have done it if I knew the gravity of the situation. They interrupted Jeopardy. We were keeping score at home.
Yes.
And, listen, they set me off, man. What am I going to do?
And Dexter, you were a passenger. May I talk to you for a moment? Are you there, Dexter?
Hello, I'm waiting for you.
Okay, Dexter, I'm here. Thank you for coming with us. Can you tell me what you saw? Where were you? Were you on the train?
Yes, I was on the train, and all of a sudden this man, him starts yelling, running around the train, starts shooting up all the people on the train. The most frightening thing I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, tell me more about it. What did the other passengers do? What did you do?
Well, all of a sudden the man, when asking him, what you doing this for? And him saying, Baba Booey. Him saying, Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
What did that mean, Baba Booey?
I don't know what it means. Baba Booey, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. It's the most scariest thing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. What were the other people around you doing? Were there many people around you? Or were
I don't know, man, but all them saying was Baba Booey.
Yes. Would you, if called upon to do it, would you be able to identify the shooter?
No.
You would not be?
I got to go.
Okay.
Wow, the guy wouldn't even hang up on you.
Yeah, you had it with him. You were
got
fed
a
up.
little too serious for me.
That was WABC. You prank mostly WABC.
Yeah, they're the easiest to get through to.
Yeah, and your black seemed to be your specialty. The Jamaican, the
yeah, because he went a little Caribbean.
Yeah, that was good. Give me a little of that for old time.
Well, you know, I live in Brooklyn, so it's very easy for me to do a little bit of a Jamaican accent.
Oh.
Very, very good, Maury. Yeah. And so you used your Jamaican guy accent, and there you were, and as many times as you said Baba Booey, the guy just didn't catch it.
I kept saying Baba Booey, just like I kept saying, I think I've been through 15 Baba Booeys at this point. When are they going to hang up on me?
I'll tell you what's funny for me. I forget exactly where I was, but I'm walking on the street, and some guy says to me, there was a shooting, and it had something to do with Gary. And I went, what? The guy goes, I don't know, with Baba Booey, and the guy who did the shooting was screaming Baba Booey. I went, oh, my God, no. Like, whoever heard that didn't know it was a goof, and they were reporting to me that the guy who did this horrible crime, this murder, was somehow connected with our show because he was screaming Baba Booey. And they said, oh, no.
That almost became fact.
Yeah, that's all you needed was a guy to go loony and become that's what you need to be associated with. And I remember that the news actually even picked up the story that Baba Booey was responsible for the shooting, and they even came down to the studio the next day to interview you about how did Howard Stern feel about being responsible for the LIRR tragedy.
I said, you know, man.
Hey, man, I didn't do a thing here.
Well, Maury, you're great.
Thank you so much.
You did 2 phony phone calls that go down in Stern Show classic history.
Yes.
It's been an honor and a privilege to be associated with this show. I have to say, I've been listening for 20 years, since 1985, sneaking my Walkman into class in high school. And it's just been really such a pleasure to be part of the show, and even in a small way like this.
Well, the good news is we can bring your prank calls with us.
Absolutely.
They can live on in our new show because, you know, you don't work for us, and these were from tape from television.
You could bring me there if you want.
That's right, Maury, we could. But you're doing great.
Thank you so much.
Things are good for you, Maury?
Things are terrific. Personally, I'm married. I have 2 beautiful children. I have a great wife. I'm working very hard, doing a bunch of different things. When will you tell the kids you are the creator of these 2 phone calls? As soon as they're ready to handle it. Right now, they're only about 2 and change. I've got twins, so as soon as they're of age.
We hope the twins grow up and begin making phony phone calls in our name as well.
One can only wish. One can only wish.
Would you encourage your children to do this type of work?
Absolutely.
You would.
You know, I grew up in a household where a sense of humor is really important. You know, we'll sit around the dinner table, and if someone tells a bad joke, we'll all kind of goof on them for not having a humor level that's up to par. We'll make fun of them. So we try and inspire each other to do better.
Well, Maury, I can't wait for you to come out of retirement and perhaps continue your great work. And the next time we see a black person getting in trouble, we'll look for Maury somewhere in the news.
I'll be somewhere in the wings waiting. And by the way, if anyone wants to get a copy of the phone call, I did put up a small website called www.icoj.com.
I see.
And you can download it for free. It's just there for the taking. Thank you so much for being here.
All right, Maury, thank you. And thanks for being part of our show history.
I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody.
And Maury is now teaching his children to talk black as well. The great Maury. We'll be back right after these words.
And now, Nimrod. Sinbad.
How do you think this current feud between Howard Stern and the FCC is going to play out?
Howard's a joke. Howard is putting money in his pocket. Howard don't even care about the first right amendment. Howard don't care about his free speech. Howard's putting money in his pocket. More power to you, Howard. And everybody uses free speech because they get everybody else riled up to fight your fight for you. The FCC, whatever. I said, man, if your biggest thing on the radio station is throwing baloney at a girl's booty, I mean, how deep? I mean, they had a baloney booty contest. Dude, how deep? How deep is that thought? But, man, you know what? But we're dumb enough to tune in and get that man paid $500 million. I'm trying to figure out how I can throw some baloney at somebody's booty. I mean, he's inspired me. But be careful fighting the FCC because it might... See, we don't know how long satellite radio going to be around. So, dude, be careful making that fight. Yeah. Because you might have to come back and say, hey, Mike Powell, you know what I said about you, man? You know, it's funny. Here's some baloney for you, man. You know it's funny, right?
Howard Stern Show.
All right, enough of your excuses. Another great musical performance live. Hoops Stank here. And what was that, about a year ago, I'd say?
A year and a half.
Something like that. And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the last couple of shows. This is our last week on the air before we make our historic move. Walking away from terrestrial radio and perhaps the most successful radio show in history to not only reinvent our show, but to reinvent the medium. And we have a lot of people who were supposed to stop by. Casey, this is the third time he said he was coming in and then didn't show up, and he's not here.
You mean he didn't show up before this?
No. He canceled a couple of days before each time,
right.
and asked if he could reschedule for the following Monday.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be here today, but we don't know. You never know with Casey.
He hasn't shown up, huh?
Well, if he shows up, it'd be nice to see him.
Well, this brings back old memories, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Later this week, Jackie the Joke Man Marlin will stop by to say goodbye. His farewell. We haven't seen him in 5 years.
That should be fun.
That's right. I haven't seen him in 5 years since he left the show.
I'm looking forward to that.
I remember it like it was yesterday where he said, I don't want to break up the Beatles of comedy.
I keep reading, like now there's been a couple of articles about Jackie, and he keeps saying, I didn't want to break up the group, but...
Yeah. And I was talking about my night last night. Beth went off to Vegas. She's shooting that television show she does it's called Casino Cinema for Spike TV, and I guess they're shooting a couple of shows in Vegas.
Well, you know they're in Vegas?
Yeah.
You will know.
They're in Vegas. Well, yeah, they say we're in Vegas, but I think it looks the same. I mean, the set is a casino set.
Right.
I said to her, why are you going to Vegas? Is there some special guest or something? She goes, I don't know, but it's they're taping 4 or 5 shows there at once.
It's odd because I don't know how to look different.
I don't either. I asked. She says she didn't know. She'll let me know when she gets back. And so I use the opportunity. I was telling Robin yesterday just to pleasure myself to the Sopranos 4. I have a whole stash of DVDs, porno DVDs
that you never get to watch.
I never get to watch because, quite frankly, I'm in a pretty healthy sexual relationship. I mean, this weekend I had sex twice, and then as soon as she left, I bolted right over to my DVD collection and did myself.
What do you think that says?
I don't know. I'm just a horny guy. I don't know what it says.
Yeah, it says you're horny. Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy being by myself once in a while.
How many would you say are in your collection?
I must be the horniest guy. I probably about 20, but I must be the horniest guy in the world. I'm watching Sopranos 4, which was good, by the way.
Trying to wonder if I've seen it.
You recommend it.
No.
I've seen a couple of them. I don't know if I saw 4.
It's a guy who looks like Tony. He doesn't look anything like Tony Soprano, but he's supposed to be Tony Soprano.
I think it's the same guy.
He looks Cro-Magnon, actually.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, and the 2 chicks he's doing is this blonde who's real good looking with an Asian chick.
Right.
And it was pretty good. And then I go, I must be the horniest guy in the world because I do myself. Right? I finish up. Next thing I know, I taped the Faith Hill special. And the reason I taped it is because she's hot, and I wanted to see if she'd wear sexy outfits.
Right.
And I go, man, here I pleasured myself.
Well, you're very funny because when I mentioned to you that the Faith Hill special was coming on, you told me she had lost her looks.
I did. But I said, let me go back and check one more time because she was like one of the hottest chicks in the world. So Faith Hill comes out looking like your mom. I mean, like dressed and like every part of her body was covered in cloth. I can't imagine how many.
And it was dowdy and not very.
Yeah.
It was really bad. Yeah.
You saw it?
I saw previews and I said, boy, she looks terrible.
I said, well, I fast forwarded. I said she's going to do a costume change and come in something sexy, you know. And it never happened. I mean, she's like all serious about her music and a serious artist, and she's a mom now. And
well, that's sad.
Yeah, it was horrible. But I was disgusted with myself because then the next tape I put in was the Victoria's Secret's fashion show. Now, here I just finished doing myself to the Sopranos. I had sex 2 times before that.
Right.
Now I'm looking at Faith Hill to see if she shows any skin, and the next thing I'm watching is the Victoria's Secret's video. I mean, I am a horny son of a bitch.
Well, what was the review of the Victoria's Secret? Because you usually never like that either.
Horrible.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, because
they had the Giselle Bundchens and all that stuff.
Yeah, I tell you what, the only drama. See, it's like the chicks walking around in lingerie. And don't forget, I was a pretty satisfied man from the Sopranos, so it better be damn good. And like they're just charging around in these. You know, I don't want to see a chick in lingerie with giant wings attached to her. And I don't care. They're trying to make it like Cirque du Soleil. The girls are flying around. And the only drama is there's always some sort of gayish kind of dude backstage going, hurry up, everyone. It's like some queen yelling out for the girls to hurry up. And it's like, it's so gay. I mean, it's like, what do you mean hurry up? Hurry up and change from, you know, and then Giselle's pushing people out of the way and apologizing because she has to get into her next outfit. There's all this drama about, will the girls be able to change into their outfit quick enough to get back out on the stage? That's the only drama. And I'm watching, I go, do I really care if Giselle can change into her friggin' clothes fast enough?
They're gaying up your little session.
Yeah. Giselle is pushing people. I lasted 10 minutes with the show at that. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to demean myself by watching the Victoria's Secrets. And the whole thing is one big congratulatory message. Like the guy who I guess put together the Victoria's Secret special goes, you know, when we had our first Victoria's Secrets walk, runway show, we put it on the Internet. And little did we know we would crash the entire Internet. And, over a couple of 100,000 people logged on. I'm like, you know what? For a whole country, that ain't that good. And he goes, and then I figured, well, if we could crash the Internet, we could take this show to television. And now, you have the Victoria. And he goes, it's unbelievable how the show has progressed. And I'm like watching it. It hasn't progressed one bit. It's the same exact goddamn lingerie.
Yeah, it progressed from CBS to UPN.
Yeah. And it just sucked.
Same company, Robin.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was disgusted with myself because I'm like, you know what, man? I just pleasured myself.
Holy jeez.
And then I'm immediately watching Faith Hill to see if she's going to show a sexy outfit. What's wrong with me? Really? When am I going to grow up?
That's pathetic. If you're going to pledge yourself to Faith Hill and her special, that's pathetic. You don't want to be there. Not if there's a pornos.
You couldn't do that, could you?
No, you can't follow them.
No.
I watched this amazing documentary of Adolf Hitler's medical history.
Mm-hmm.
He was a true freak. They said that, he was incredibly attached to his mother.
All nutty guys are.
And that she used to have him sleep in the bed with her.
Yeah, that'll make you a madman.
Right, that'll make you take over the world and kill 6 million people.
How old was he?
He was a young boy because she died when he was about 12 or so. No, 17. So he slept in the bed with her, and the doctor, one of the experts, said it was the closest mother-son relationship he had ever seen. Then his mother got breast cancer, and it was a Jewish doctor who was treating her. And Hitler, at 17, talked the doctor into using this special treatment that actually did nothing but cause the woman great pain, and then she died.
Like Hitler is coming up with ways to treat his mother.
Right. He had the doctor, I guess, put this very painful poison on her wound site to try to get rid of all the cancer. And the woman, had a lot of pain, and then she died. Right. So then Hitler, they said, had no sexual life for most of, his adolescence to early adulthood. Then he hooked up with his 15-year-old cousin, I think she was. And that seemed to be, because
that's like
military.
Elvis was real close to his mother, used to sleep with her. He'd stroked the fat on the back of her neck. And next thing you know, he's marrying these, young girls.
Oh, boy.
They hate anyone who becomes pregnant or becomes a mother.
Well, here's what happened. First, they said maybe he had some homosexual experiences in the military. And then when he got out, he was probably disgusted with that because he thought homosexuality was bad.
Yeah.
And so he hooks up with the 15-year-old cousin, moves her into his place. They kept separate bedrooms the entire time, but they have this knowledge somehow, because somebody was spying on him, because by that time he was already a member of the Nazi Party, that he used to have the girl, the number 2, he was really into humiliation of himself. And one day he made a request of her that was so over the top, she went into a room, took his gun, and killed herself.
Whoa. Hey, Kim, you're on the air. Kim, go ahead.
Good morning, Mikey.
Oh, yes.
I'm coming out from Oregon.
Oh, you coming down Friday?
Yes, I'm coming in Wednesday. I can't wait.
Are you hot?
No. I'm too old for you. I'm 35.
Yeah, that's too old for me, but not for Artie.
Yeah,
I love Artie, but I'm dying to meet Richard.
Richard?
Dying to meet Richard.
You want to stay at his place?
Yeah.
You're 35, and how much do you weigh? Be honest.
No.
How much?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, you're very fat?
No, I'm just not on your scale. You know what I mean?
It's time to get on a scale.
Can I say something, Howard?
Yeah.
Richard is cursed all
and I don't mean to offend you, miss, but I guarantee you probably look like a pelican or something, or you're really overweight. Because all ugly chicks are obsessed with Richard.
Because they think they can get him.
Right, and he's cursed with it.
He's been with, he's had hot girls around him. I don't know what the deal is.
That's my problem, though. I'm picky. That's why I never get laid. I've had chances, but I don't know. I figure I'll be with myself and wait for somebody real hot.
Richard, I'm going to see you in Philly first, so I'll treat you to some beer and cheesecake, okay?
All right, honey. Then we'll see you on Friday.
Wait, Howard?
Yeah.
I would love to hear, when Alanis Morissette was in the studio, she performed Everything, the song Everything, and it was the most beautiful in-studio performance I've ever heard.
All right, let me write that down on my long list here, and I'm trying to get to everything.
Oh, and one more thing. The Brian May interview from May 93, please.
Oh, my God.
I don't even remember that.
We can't get to everything, but I'll see you on Friday. She wants to meet you.
JD was just showing me some girl emailed him on MySpace and wants to meet me, and her picture was pretty hot.
Yeah, well, don't trust those pictures.
I know.
Look at you little sex symbol.
Now they have home airbrushing kits. Women are airbrushing themselves. Yeah, well, they've got those... Photoshop, yeah.
You see the Bars Fat Girls buy Richard shots all the time.
Where were you guys appearing this weekend?
Phoenix. No, this coming up weekend?
No, last weekend.
Phoenix.
Is that where you went? Is that where you took Gary the retard?
Yeah, we played golf with Gary on Saturday.
How'd that go?
It was great.
These guys showed me video. They took Gary to, what's that store?
Target.
And they, I guess at Target, they give you these motorized carts if you're handicapped. Yeah. They're really cool, actually. They're like golf carts, but even hipper.
This is great. They give you a car to run around the store.
It's an electric cart, and
supposed
Gary
to be for like people that can't walk and stuff.
But they gave one to Gary because they saw he's retarded.
Yeah, well, Gary just jumped in it. He didn't even ask.
Meanwhile, it's dangerous because he's retarded and he could have hit people.
Well, that's why
we
did it. But why would they give it to a retarded guy?
But you should see the look of happiness on his face when he's going down the aisles with this cart and he's driving.
He's a grown up.
And then these two guys have a camera with him, so they threw a Christmas tree onto the cart, a giant full Christmas tree onto the cart. And he starts freaking out, and he's driving, but he lets go of the steering wheel, and he's now wrestling with the tree, and he almost crashes into the entire display there. Then he's driving along in his cart. These guys tie a rope to one of the displays to his cart, and Gary pulls down the whole display.
And then we tied a shopping cart behind him.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't notice. The shopping cart started hitting, like, displays and knocking things over behind him, and he didn't even know.
Hey, Rita!
Well, I saw the tape. I'll put that on demand.
You're messing up my retarded tree.
Was he a decent driver before they started messing with him?
Yeah, surprisingly, he was pretty good until these guys, because, of course, they have to ruin it for him.
We let him drive a golf cart, too, at the golf course.
No.
And it was scary. He would turn real fast, and it felt like we were going to tip over, but he did pretty good.
It's amazing how the store security, I saw them creeping up in the back, but they let you guys get away with a lot of stuff at Target.
Well,
they're big fans.
They see Gary's having so much fun. It's like they don't want to stop him from having
It's politically incorrect to stop a retard from having fun.
Well, you know what it is? He's driving the cart, right? And it could be dangerous because there could be kids around.
Yeah.
These guys, they take a big orange garbage pail and stick it on Gary's head while he's driving. And then
he can't even see.
He's driving blind.
Never occurs to him to stop at that point.
And then he walks out of the place with a beer and 2 packs of cigarettes.
That's happy.
This retarded guy smoking and drinking.
Target's an amusement park for retards.
It really is.
It really is.
When we were golfing, we was putting down the golf balls, but Sal replaced it with an egg.
Oh, no. Did you videotape that?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. So what happened when he hit it? It just exploded?
It exploded everywhere.
But he actually hit it? He hit the ball?
Oh, he thinks he was...
Well, he missed. He would miss 5 times before he'd hit the golf ball.
He thought he was playing tennis.
And he didn't know? He couldn't tell it was an egg? He could
not tell.
And then another time, he got ready to swing, and I popped a balloon behind him. He threw his golf club. And then Sal had an air horn behind him one time when he swung.
Yeah, these guys have endless tape.
We
What do you take him on every gig now?
Yeah, I was saying, he's every gig you take him?
He loves it. He's like a rock star. He's real egoed out now. Like he always says to us, I'm more famous than you guys, and because all these people come up to him asking for autographs, and he just eats it up.
How does he sign?
Yeah, does he know how to sign his name?
I think he puts.
He just can't spell retard.
Gary or something. Yeah, he puts Gary.
He knows how to spell Gary.
Yeah.
Well, what's that autograph worth?
What does it look like? That's
What do you pay him for the gig?
Either I give him one $100 bill.
They pay him in peanuts.
Right.
I go, Gary, do you want one $100 bill or 20 $1 bills?
Oh.
What does he take?
He goes 20. Well, that's not what.
What do you really pay him? What do you?
I don't know. Craig Gass does all the.
Gass.
Oh, you're gonna leave it to him?
Well, he did all this. It's through an agent. We're all getting ripped off. Believe me.
Yeah. He's not the only retard in the group.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure he's making a lot more than he makes at Burgerville or wherever that is.
Yeah.
No, Levy here. Levy's great at and he never rips you off. Levy's great at booking stuff.
Last show is Friday. We invite you to come down. We only have 4 more shows left. It's time. It's time to go. It really is. Don't you guys feel it? Yeah. What are you guys feeling? We never even we never sit down and actually talk about how everyone's feeling, but
I'm like really excited. This is like a really exciting and historic time.
Yeah.
For the show. I mean, it's not really sad to look back at everything you've done. It's like you've done so much. It's really cool to see. And it's sad that you're leaving, but it's more of a kind of, historic time and a happy time for what's happening to you in the future.
And now I know why I never talked to you.
That wasn't inspiring?
No, it just makes me lose faith in you.
Kind of fell flat.
Don't feel sad, Howard.
I bet you Sal's feeling something.
I feel like you've won the fight, which is so great. I mean, you don't want to leave this. You don't want to leave this forum.
You want to know something? 20 years on a job, and quite frankly, if you want to add up all the years, like almost 30 years on a job. I'm kind of really looking forward to a change. I mean, just change for change's sake.
Right.
And this is a whole different thing. And I've never been this excited about the content we're going to be putting on. So, I mean, it's good for me creatively. I think it's good.
It's an infusion of energy.
I think it's good for the audience because, quite frankly, entertainment will broaden. That we'll now have a place to go. Other entertainers can join us there.
More choice. That's
More
right.
choice. It's good for the consumer. It's good for our audience.
20 years ago when you came on radio, you really changed the face of radio with the things that you did that nobody ever did before. You eliminated the Z Morning Zoo garbage, and you brought things like Lesbian Dial Date, and you told the truth on the air. You said what people were always feeling but didn't have the balls to say. And now you've been held back by higher authorities, by regulators, not to be yourself. And you're able to do it all over again.
Yeah, that sums it up for me. It's a chance to go forward, not backward.
And, Richard, that's how you say it.
Yeah. Sal did better than you.
Well, I said the same thing, but just not as well.
Fred, do you want to say how you're feeling at this point?
Unlike these guys, maybe because they've done less time on the program than we have, I'm feeling a little bit of sadness and a certain amount of anger.
But explain.
I'll tell you why. Because you've done a tremendous job at building this radio show into what it's become today. It's an icon. I mean, you're like the Michael Jordan of radio. Bigger than that. Because Jordan only had a short time. You've done this over 20 years on the air. And the fact that Howard has spawned all these imitators and all these guys are now like 20 years after the fact, we're the renegades. We're the show-offs. We're the this and that. And Howard's the only guy that's been doing it. And what I'm going to regret is that we're going to be going... I mean, look, I'm loving the freedom aspect of it. What I'm not liking is maybe a smaller audience, And we've been doing this, and to be like, I don't know, like chased out kind of bothers me.
Are you feeling chased? Because I'm not.
Oh, then
I mean, we
could
work. We could have. Here's the thing. We could have worked in this medium,
but not doing the radio that you want to do.
No. So if I want to do what I want to do, it's up to me to go do it somewhere.
But I'm not going to be callous about it and say it didn't mean anything, because it did.
Oh, it meant a lot.
These have been 20 incredible years with Viacom and with the company and with Mel when he was at the helm. I mean, it's just been the best place to work. And the fact that everything kept unfolding year after year after year, it's like, first it was like getting on this and then getting on Philly and then moving out to L.A. And then as the stations grew, it just got more and more exciting.
Here's what I feel. We're going to get, although it'll be a smaller audience, we're going to get to build something, a new medium.
Right. And the other thing I think...
Who better to do that than us?
But the other thing, and I guess maybe it's sour grapes or whatever, it's like you worked so hard to build this program into what it is, and all these guys are kind of like moving in and going like, hey, nice digs. It's like Soupy coming into the office. I mean,
but Fred, they do have to go on.
I know they do.
Right.
But
it feels weird to have other people coming in and taking over the show, but we are leaving, and they are a radio company.
But
and
I guess it would be like if you were married to Pam Anderson, then all of a sudden someone else is just trotting her out and climbing on top of her. So.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Well,
you know.
You got to get over it.
Use that metaphor.
We got to go to Tommy Lee and ask that question.
I mean, look, I'm thrilled to be going where we're going, and I know once we're there, it's going to be, why didn't we do this sooner? But
because it wasn't invented yet.
Right. But it's like the grieving process for me.
Right. What do you think of what Fred just said, Robin?
I'm interested that Fred actually has feelings.
Yeah. Who knew?
Nice. It's the most he said in the last 20 years.
Papa Fohai always wants to
better
get
than
in
you, Rich.
I know.
Papa Fohai came running in here when he heard opinions were being taken.
Forget it.
Wait, not for nothing. Hold on. Take a minute. Pull out your calendars. Page 1. War and Peace.
I would enjoy this a lot more if Fred weren't coming. No, I feel a lot like Fred. I feel anger and sadness.
Now, why the anger?
Because I feel that we could be treated better, and I feel that there was a certain erosion of the way we were treated, especially in the last 4. I think it all started after Mel left. A lot of people came in who don't understand you, don't understand what we've done for this company, and I started dealing with a lot of people, that just didn't really understand who we were and what we did, and I thought that sort of sucked, because we made a lot of people in this company a lot of money, and some of us don't have much to show for it, which is fine, because we're moving on to a new place, but I'll miss the people here. The people that work here.
Right.
That's the sad part. I'm angry at the way we're treated, but I'm really excited because what you said, going to a new medium, I feel like this is, they're going to have to put you in the history books after this. That you'll have done what you did on regular radio. It's almost like winning a championship in 2 different leagues. You know what I mean? It's like you'll be one of the greatest of all time, which you already are.
Well, all right. Well, listen, the anger, look, I feel, as far as the people who work here, and I'm being sincere, I don't think that I think they're a victim of circumstance, too. I think everyone here and all these radio companies are afraid to fight the government for one reason or another. Their backs are up against the wall because, unfortunately, the government regulates radio. And the government hands out licenses, and the government can actually ruin the way you do business.
Can I just jump in and say one thing about that?
Yeah.
You're right about all of that.
Yep.
But I'm saying that there's when that came to be the issue here, and our backs were up against the wall, there's a certain level of people in this company. If the original people who were here had gone through all of it with us, they might have treated us a different way.
Well,
and that's where my issue is.
I don't know. And then there's a school of thought that says the original people would have just blown us out of here once I made the.
But they had a million chances and they didn't.
Right.
They stuck with you.
The
through
original
a lot of crap.
people I'm talking about.
Once this announcement was made.
That's right.
Right.
So who knows? I tell you something. The bitterness is out of me. I am really excited to create something new. I am just so turned on by what we're doing over at the new channels and with On Demand and all the new technology that I think we can be content providers like nobody's ever seen. We got a group of talented people with limitless possibilities now. We don't have to sit and worry about being censored. Quite frankly, I think I'm at my funniest when I'm free to be dirty.
And you're living
and free to think just openly. I've had to change the whole way I speak. And I don't want to do that. I want to get back to what I used to do.
Right. This last year would have been a lot different if you didn't know you were leaving. The way you kept getting censored more and more and more. Yeah. You would have been angry. The only reason you didn't get crazy and angry...
Because I knew I was leaving.
Because you knew you were leaving. Because I remember when it happened the first time some years ago, every day you'd have a meltdown.
The line has gotten worse and worse. And by that I mean, literally, when I do the show now, there are so many edits. Not even the edits you hear, the dump button, but the edits I have to put myself through. And it's not for me anymore. That's not what I got in the business for. I got in the business to amaze you, to dazzle you, to talk about things and subjects that, never were discussed openly.
For me, you had become like that plant in E.T. Remember when E.T. was losing his life force?
Yeah.
And the plant was hooked to him and the plant started to wither and
that's
die?
Me.
And then when you... And then when you finally made the announcement, there was a bit of a change. But the closer we have come to leaving, you have just you know, your whole life essence is back.
Yeah, it's a different guy. I never realized how much I'd been beaten down by this system. You know, giving up anal ring toss may not be a lot to some people, but for me, that killed me. It was a great bit. It was wild.
As, as the Lord of the Anal Rings, I mean, it was the only title I ever held.
I mean, Steve Gutenberg, a guy with a fairly good resume, came in here and played anal ring toss with Artie. And so did Carmen Electra.
And they all got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's on two levels, Howard, too. It's you actually miss the game itself.
Right.
But it's also the premise that level of stuff is now not allowable.
Louis, nothing's allowable in terms of my world. Louis, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Howard?
Hey.
Big fan, and I was a little worried when you were going to make the move, but my wife surprised me. She's giving me an early Christmas gift, and the only thing we couldn't do was get the radio. We went to about 6 different Best Buys in Long Island, and they were sold out. So I wouldn't worry, Fred, about audience, because obviously there's people who are
I'm getting more encouraged. I mean, I walk down the street, I have people pulling over to the side of the road, and everything that's on the dashboard.
See, I think it's bizarre. I think it's bizarre that even that conversation that we just had is unlistenable to the audience.
Yeah, I'm so psyched. I can't wait. I mean, even when I got the email of the studio tour,
right?
I mean, I was so psyched that I couldn't wait. I mean,
you're signed up on Vagina Corner, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how I was able to get that to you.
Yeah, Beetlejuice's front tooth.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you don't even know I did that, Robin.
Oh,
yes,
man.
I do know.
Hey, by the way, I'd like to hear that Beetlejuice where he was on Monday Night Football, if you guys can do that.
Which one was that?
I don't know what that is.
Remember when Beetlejuice was auditioning for that Monday Night Football gig?
I know.
You guys did a skit on that?
No. We got so many things. But thanks for the call. I don't even remember that.
Hey, Howard, you know something else cool about what's coming up is there's people like in Wyoming and Iowa, all these new places that have never heard the show.
Well, that's what I'm excited about.
Absolutely.
My friends in Kansas are so excited that now they can hear the show.
You see, there's a whole marketing thing that...
Hello, Topeka.
There's a whole marketing thing that occurs that... You know, people said, well, what about, like, places in the country that have never heard you? I said, in a way, I think we have more potential there because they've only heard about me. And now they have an opportunity to access me.
I know. It hit me one day when I was looking at the statistics, and they said, at our height, what did we have, 60-something stations across the country? I didn't realize there are 250 different radio markets.
Yeah.
So we hardly made a dent.
That's right.
You know, Howard...
At our best, we were on about 40% of the country. Yeah.
In your movie Private Parts, when you were first finding yourself, there was a moment where you were just true to yourself, and you came home, and Allison said to you, she goes, I loved what you did today. And you go, what? She goes, you were just being you. And that's what makes this show so great. The truth, the realism that you present to people every day. And now all of a sudden, somebody's coming along and saying, hey, you can't be you. We want you to be something else.
How come everyone else is heartfelt? You sound like a stalker. I don't know why. I don't know why.
I would want to follow this with Kiss Me, Howard.
Cuddle me. Truth. And you know, and I sit on your lap. That's what.
Yeah, you don't know how many emails I got that Sal is dangerous.
That did sound stalkery.
And one says he's gay.
Yeah. Oh man,
that was good.
This was like, I got it down here.
It's just my perspective from somebody who's presented great radio. That's all.
This is from a clinical social worker.
Dear.
I am a fan and a clinical social worker. I have diagnosed and treated psychiatric disturbances for over 25 years. Sal is a classic celebrity stalker. When you first introduced Sal, he revealed his psychiatric disturbances and his obsessive hatred of Gary, probably evoked by his jealousy of Baba Booey, who he viewed as the closest person to you. Most people would have shunned this person, called the police, or gotten the criminal justice system involved. But shockingly, you invited him into your inner sanctum. It would be as if David Letterman invited his stalker to be his nanny for his new baby. It also seemed to be, at the time, a terrible betrayal of Baba Booey. Sal tries to act blasé about his interest in you, but he is not. He may feign interest in his wife and kids, but he probably has very little authentic interest in them. You are the sole source of his identity and meaning in life. I am willing to bet that if you search Sal's home, you'd find an inordinate amount of stuff about you, including secreted personal things of yours that he took without your knowledge.
Really?
All this means that Sal is potentially dangerous to you and people close to you, particularly if you ever severed your relationship with him. Someone like Sal is always on the verge of psychosis and delusion. Please be mindful and watchful.
What have you got at home of
Yes, Sal.
Howard?
What have you ever taken, like...
Tell the truth.
Do you have a toothpick that he threw away?
No.
Or something?
Come on, tell the truth.
Okay, here's the thing. Howard doodles a lot, throws them on the ground. Have you ever taken a doodle home?
4 volumes. No, I have never taken a doodle because that would be wrong.
But
I've studied them. I've studied the doodles.
You really?
Yeah, because I find his artwork fascinating. I mean,
So you open up the crumpled paper?
That.
Sal, be honest. You're not going to get in trouble. I want you to be honest. Tell me what have you taken home?
No, because everyone thinks it's a
no one is allowed to talk. No one is allowed to talk during this.
Because you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to say that they're sick of this. I don't want to talk about it.
Just tell me what you took, and I swear I'm never going to be mad.
I've never taken a thing, but when I come and clean up your console afterwards or whatever, and you draw a lot of pictures of noses for some reason.
Right.
And I study the noses, and I'm just thinking, is he thinking that his nose is too big? Is it too small? That's just something that, it would probably come across anybody's mind that way.
But why have you never taken one home?
Because it would be wrong.
Tell the truth. You took one home.
No, I swear to God.
But you've taken some stuff.
I would like to take one home, but I can't.
Do you have anything at home?
Nothing at all. Nothing. Trying to think. Nothing. Because let me tell you something. I would never, ever break a rule on this place and take something that you drew home and risk me getting fired.
I swear, I'm not going to fire you. You can tell me the truth.
I have a private parts poster signed by you in a frame downstairs next to my children's photos. But that's about it.
Let's go to Mike. Mike, you're on the air. Yes,
hello?
Mike. Yes.
Hey, Howard, how are you doing?
All right.
Listen, it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
I think that regular radio has nothing to fear. They've got 230 million people available to them through radio, and everyone has radios in their homes. But you're absolutely right. That's a good analogy. It is my field of dreams. They built something where I am now, thank God for technology. I'm able to go somewhere.
Exactly.
And do my thing. And, listen, the sad part of it is there will be those who don't go with us, and, a whole other generation of people will come along and maybe, never hear us. But if what happens, if my prediction is right and things happen the way I think they should go, I think a lot of people will be discovering us for the first time. So we will miss out on some, but at the other, all of a sudden, we got Atlanta. I've never been able to get in there, and now I can, and who knows? The more people that hear about it and the more that it grows, I feel reasonably good about my decision. I really do. I feel like it's the only choice I had if I was going to stay in radio. I could not do this any longer and not be censored. And as Robin says, the last year would have been miserable, except I knew that I was leaving, so I didn't get all affected by it.
Not only that, but you had an outlet, too.
Right.
For this creativity that's been bottled up for years and years and years. And I have to say that I've been working with you 25 years. I never knew you doodled noses.
Oh, I do all the time.
Oh, my God. I've been looking at it for 20 years.
I doodle noses. I draw pictures of men, not women. I don't know how to draw women.
Can I tell you something?
Is that right?
No, sometimes I draw boobies and vagina.
But I got to tell you something. This is a creepy thing that I do. I've been cleaning up your console for 21 years. Every fifth drawing is one of me. Like, a lot of times you doodle me.
Right.
No, that's King Kong.
Oh.
No, but it's just funny.
Yeah, I'm excited about the new movie.
Right. It's funny that cleaning up a doodle of yourself or your boss's interpretation.
No, whenever I'm, talking to you and we're on the air, just like now, I look at you, and I don't know, there's something I just have to draw it.
It's like a cartoon. You're a living cartoon,
He has
Gary.
unique features. First of all, Sal, you could be my brother.
I know.
You're not that far off of it.
You bring so much amusement to people just by I could just look at you and laugh.
What a nice compliment.
And you often do.
You look like the lips flap and the teeth go. It's just funny. It's nice.
Something Gary did?
I'll tell you that's a compliment. No, I mean that complimentary. You make me laugh.
Looking at you is like being on Vicodin or smoking a joint. I just look and laugh.
Gary did something like a week ago that made me die laughing too. We were eating dinner and at that trim spot dinner, and he reached over to laugh, or he leaned over to laugh, and he slobbered all over the table.
I don't know what happened.
Like a huge pile of slobber just falls out onto the table.
Hey, you guys want to give J.D. a chance to say his favorite moment?
Why not?
Yeah. And believe it or not, I've allowed Ralph to come in with his favorite moment. So everybody's going to get to...
Well, Ralph is an avid listener.
Don't worry, we have some of our favorite moments of Ralph as well.
Right. Where's J.D.? You want to do it? The star of Super Twink. Soon to debut on Demand.
Hey, Richard and Sal came to me earlier. They've been contacted by, what's that gay channel?
Oh, the Q channel, I think.
The Q channel. They want to interview Richard and Sal about Super Twink, the movie.
Oh, how nice. That's good promotion.
Huge.
I like that. You guys got to do that. JD, star of Super Twink, what is your favorite moment? And talk about what the show means to you.
The show is everything to me. I love coming to work. I love.
Hey, it's Napoleon Dynamite.
Dang.
Dang. Can you just say dang?
I can say God.
All right, go ahead. What does the show mean to you?
It's I just love being a part of the show. It's like, the greatest thing that's happened to me. And my favorite moment was...
The only thing that's happened to you.
Shut up.
What is your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was when Cabby admitted to gay sex, and everyone was, questioning him about his various activities.
All right, let's listen to that. Dude, I'm going to ask you a direct question, Cabby.
Yes.
Have you had gay sex?
Have I had gay sex?
You say you're honest.
You said ask it on the air, Cabby.
Yeah, I've had gay sex.
Oh, no!
You're a homo.
Crazy faggy.
Like I said, my life's an open book.
Tell us what kind of gay sex you had.
One time I was high. No, I was a cab driver, and a real hot couple got in the car, and so we went over to their house, and I was doing her, and he wanted to join in.
And what'd you do to the guy? Did you
do anything to the guy? The guy did it to me. He gave you.
Oh, you're gay.
He gave you. Yes.
Have you received it in the can?
Have I done?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have I done?
Had it done to you. Had it done to you.
That is so a yes.
Be quiet, Ralph. I'm going to let this man answer for himself.
Howard?
Have you done it?
Yes, I have.
As he received.
You're coming out of the closet, aren't you?
Well.
All right, let me ask you something.
Wait, everybody be quiet.
All right, hold. There's a lot on the table. Have you received...
From a guy.
From a man.
Howard, what'd you ask me, Howard?
Have you received from a man?
I have received it.
And he's given it. Have you ever given it?
Yeah.
What haven't you done?
So you're gay, man. That's all.
Yeah. I'm not gay.
Dude, you're so gay. How can you be in denial?
Listen to me. I have never, ever, even my father, I never, ever have kissed a man on the lips.
Yeah, so what?
I've never made out with a man.
He was too busy having sex with him.
He likes the penis.
Dude. That was great. Now, there you go is a primary example of something that aired and now is heavily bleeped. Just saying those words, now I can't even say those, and I'm done. Jeez. I'm so ready to move on.
Yeah, basically the reminiscing has made it clear you have to go.
See, when I get interviewed in all these interviews, like Bill O'Reilly will say to me, well, this is about you being able to say F and the F word and curse, and I go, no, it's trying to have a discussion with a guy about what he did sexually, and everything's bleeped. And it's the same stuff. That was actually on the air a year ago, and now it can't be. The line keeps getting worse and worse. I was amazed. I'm watching Survivor a couple of weeks ago, and one of the guys calls the group of people scumbags. I have such a history with the word scumbag, I can't even tell you. And here I was seeing it on network television, prime time on CBS. When I was on in Washington, D.C., one of the words that I always used growing up was scumbags. I always called a guy a scumbag or a douchebag. And, of course, no one had ever said that on the radio. No one called someone a scumbag. So I called a guy a scumbag. Well, it set off a fury of complaints, a flurry, rather, not a fury, a flurry of complaints, a flurry of meetings with the general manager, the program director. You can't say scumbag. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I argued it. This was like 6 weeks of my life of arguing, and finally they said in some limited way I could say scumbags, and I started using it. Then I got to NBC, and I started to use the word scumbags. And when I got fired there, I got hired here, and they wanted me to put in my contract that I would never say the word scumbag. And I was like, what? What is this word? You're a scumbag.
What?
But there was somebody who had a bugaboo about it in the company, and it was like, you can't say it. And so I said, I will not sign the contract if I can't say that word. And they said, well, We don't want you using it. And I don't even remember the chronology of what happened next with that word.
It was scumbag, and the other word that made it crazy when you got here was douchebag.
Right.
And I think that it came down to, originally you weren't supposed to say it, and then I could swear I remember it coming down to, like, X amount of times a show.
Yeah. Then there was some ruling about if you say it twice, we can live with it.
Douchebag.
So now I was on a budget of scumbags and douchebags. And I wasn't even sure, could I say 2 scumbags and 2 douchebags, or just a combination of the 2?
Right.
You know, who knew what it was? And I'm laying in bed, and I go, wow. There it is on network TV. The guy says it about 7 times in a row, calling people scumbags, and it's so nothing. And it's so ridiculous now to even think about what I went through with that word.
And can I just give you the flip side of that?
Yeah.
My family, we get in bed every Thursday night, we watch Survivor with my kids who are 7, just turned 8, and 11. And my 8-year-old said to me, what does that word mean? I said, it's a bad word. It means a guy's a jerk. Don't use it. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, it's a word he's going to hear.
Right, but it's not for you to use today.
Right.
Well, even Oprah gets to use words now that we can't use here.
Yep. Yeah, I was watching an Oprah just the other day about her trips to the gynecologist, about shaving, and I said, I'm living in an entertainment universe where Oprah can talk about shaving, and I can't. I've been fined by the government for talking about shaving.
Even The View, they're breaking ground every day.
Yeah. And it kills me. That's why I couldn't stay here. It was like, I can't go through another 5 years of The View being edgier than our show. It doesn't make sense to me. That Survivor is edgier than my show.
Seinfeld, all the sitcoms.
Right.
They've got a new, I keep watching the promos, and they're getting racier and racier on television because they are losing their audiences by the thousands. And so they're looking for something to do, and every day they're breaking new ground that we had already forged and have lost.
All right, so that's an explanation of that. J.D., thank you for your favorite moment.
Thank you.
How exciting to hear you on the air.
No.
You know the 700 Club does lesbian dial-a-date now? That's how bad it's gotten. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, is Ralph going to get a chance to say his favorite moment?
I believe so.
If he's here. Casey
coming in. Casey never showed up?
Never showed up.
We don't know. We saw a posting on a website that said that he thinks he's coming in tomorrow.
Oh.
But not. He thinks he was supposed to be here today, but he couldn't make it.
All right, whatever day he comes in. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words.
Gary Garver with Sybil Shepherd.
How you doing, Miss Shepherd?
Hi, good.
Do you think the death of John Ritter will cast a shadow on this year's awards?
It certainly will cast a shadow for me. I love John Ritter. That was one of my favorite shows on television, that and Lucille Ball.
Who do we support for president?
John Kerry.
Are you for gay marriage?
Absolutely.
Are you upset by Clear Channel's suspension of Howard Stern?
No, I hate him. I can't stand him.
Can't stand Howard?
No, except that he does mention my name once in a while, and I appreciate that.
Why do you hate him?
He's so sexist and obnoxious and sleazy.
Think so?
That's my opinion.
Really?
I wouldn't want to go out with him or make out with him or anything.
Thanks a lot, Ms. Shepherd.
I don't think we should be in Iraq.
You don't think we should be in Iraq either?
We should never have gone to Iraq.
Thanks.
The Howard Stern Show.
I think one of my biggest regrets not having my own material is that we're going to lose all these great songs that everybody did over the years. Just a couple of months ago, John Bon Jovi came in and did the great Beatles song, Here Comes the Sun. And that was a lot of fun. And these are the last times we get to hear this stuff. Because, wah, nobody wants to give me my material to use.
Wah, I can't take my carts. Wah.
But nothing will get me done. Here's a surprise.
Colin the carts you guys were talking about last week?
Yeah, these dumb carts.
Those are cartridges, short for carts.
Yeah.
Colin Quinn just stopped by, the great comedian, friend of the show. He was not scheduled to come in. He just walked right in and he said
he was listening out there.
I was listening at home for the past few weeks and feeling very sad. And so I had to come by because, I've been listening to like a lot of people from New York since 1985. And, and the only thing that was bugging me, I was telling Robin, was that every time you guys say, it's not about, what's amazing about the show is never like the cursing. It has nothing to do with it. It's about because you guys, not only wouldn't you be phony and you just say what was really going on, if you were even miserable and depressed that day, you would just sit there in misery and depression. But also, all your celebrity interviews, you change the celebrity interview forever because you wouldn't let anyone be phony and just, like, put on an act when they came in. They had to be more authentic, you know?
Well, thank you, Colin. I'm really glad you did stop by.
I'm broke. Seriously.
Are you broke?
No.
You need some money? Is that what's going on?
Divorce?
Shut up, Artie. I never enjoyed you since Dirty Work.
Thank you.
How is that? The divorce is done, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did you have to pay? You were only married for a week.
Yeah, you know, I didn't have to, no.
But you did.
That's for a few dollars, you know.
You got married for a week?
Yeah, you don't know that?
No.
His wife caught him cheating. He gets married.
I can't believe it.
This is the greatest story.
Wait, this might be my favorite
all
moment.
Sentimental.
This guy is the greatest guy ever. Gets married, right?
How long ago?
About a year or two ago. Was it a year or two?
Yeah, about 2 years, 3 years.
He gets married. He's not even married a day. He's on the internet, on AOL, with the chat. And he doesn't know what he's doing with his computer. He's chatting with this chick. And I guess they hooked up. They were hooking up a few times. And she was, like, giving him love messages.
Kill Artie.
And he doesn't know how to delete the stuff, so he leaves it up there, and his wife comes on. She sees he's having an affair over the internet.
I'm going to kill myself.
Why
I came in here. I came in here.
This is Richard Pryor type
This is why the show is so brilliant. Because Howard was in a rush to get out that day. I was there doing some promo for some stuff. And he was in a rush to get out. And he was literally running out the door. And then he just said something to me about marriage. And he saw my pupils dilate in fear. And whatever he had to do, he didn't leave for an hour and grilled me. And everybody was remarking to me, yeah, he was about to leave. He almost left.
How many days were you married? Because that's my favorite.
I was married for a while. Howard, not a day.
Was it a week?
I'm going to cut my throat. It was a few weeks, a month, whatever.
Why did you get married if you were, like, doing other chicks on the side?
What are you, the moral majority all of a sudden?
No, but I'm just wondering, why would a guy get married?
He's a sex addict.
Why would a guy get married if he clearly doesn't want to be married?
That's a legitimate question. Colin, give him an answer.
It's a legitimate question from Pat Robertson.
Most married guys cheat. He just didn't feel like going through the charade of waiting.
But, a week?
Well, I think I got it out of my system. I realized the self-destructive nature. Like Howard said, sex addiction is a very serious thing, as you know.
He didn't even try to, like, go to the wife and go, you know what, that was just a mistake, and I can work that. He just,
I forgot I was married. It's been such a short time. Something.
Yeah, what can you say at that point?
That would have been that one. I'll say, you know what, I've been single for a long time. I forgot I was married.
I come in with my heartfelt speech, and now I'm finished again. And I blame that saboteur
to me, the worst thing would be in that whole scenario, like her family. Like, you know, you've gone through a wedding, you had the whole family at the wedding.
No, we kind of eloped.
You did, yeah, that's good.
How long were you seeing that girl you married?
A long time.
He was cheating on her the whole time.
That is...
So when you're married a month, you still have to pay as much money as if you were married 10 years?
Well, I guess, but she let me off. She let me slip. She was totally cool. She was just one, you know.
She wanted to get rid of you.
She just wanted to get out of the apartment before she stabbed me. I saw her in her eyes. She had that look like, I just got to leave because somebody's going to get hurt and it ain't going to be me.
See, I am fascinated.
Love it.
I am fascinated by guys like Colin because, you know, they're out of control, and it's kind of cool to me. Like, I'm very controlled in my personal life. You're so out of control.
That's
you got married, and you're cheating, and you're getting caught, and nothing seems to bother you. I mean,
what do you mean it bothers me?
It doesn't.
I've been up all night.
You so didn't miss a beat in your life, even though all of this trauma was happening.
Well, anyone can look at that from the outside.
Right. It did tear you up?
Yeah, yeah.
But are you seeing someone now?
I
mean, I don't know. I don't even care. It's crazy. It's one of the greatest moments.
It's just fascinating that you don't even think that this is going to come back to haunt you, you know, that you jump into this stuff that's devastating.
It wouldn't have came back, but Artie opened his trap.
Well, again, it's about honesty. This is, you know, Richard Pryor.
Well, it's about his honesty, not yours.
Right.
Yeah,
Artie's very happy that he's not focusing on it.
By the way, talking about honesty.
Yes.
I wanted to make our show revelate. We all have revealed something about ourselves to young Will back in the back office. Big revelations. And we're gonna reveal them on the air. I wanted to do it for my last show, but Tom won't let me because he feels it's a cliffhanger.
Tom won't let me.
Tom won't let me. Oh, no. Anyway, Ralph is here. Ralph is a friend of the show. And Ralph is either loved or hated, mostly hated by the email I get.
The people who love me don't bother to write.
Well, people love Ralph because of the way he critiques the girls. It's so brutal.
Yes, they like that. So, Ralph, I don't know.
what the favorite moment is. There's 2 Ralph moments that stand out.
Yeah, I don't really have a I just love the show, you know. I tried to find that call when I first called in before you didn't even know me, and my mom was on the phone, but they couldn't find that, and
I'll tell you what,
some other stuff.
The way I met Ralph, and I didn't even know I was meeting him, he used to call into our NBC show. Now, this is back in 1981. And
he was K-Rock, but I listened to NBC. I listened from the beginning.
He was in high school listening to us.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And he called into the show with his mom. And I made him put his mom on the phone. And I didn't know who he was. And then we met each other and stuff. So Ralph's always been in and out of the show. A lot of people say he's on the show too much.
You know what's funny? You know, when we started doing that Superfan show, I'm sitting there going, why am I here? I'm not a Superfan. And then I realized, you know what? I am.
Of course you are.
I'm like the Supers fan. I'm friends with you now. Hey,
You're a fan who visits my house and washes my underwear.
Yeah.
You're a non-violent Sal.
Fan's dream.
Right. You're a non-violent Sal.
That's a
good
real
way to
fan.
Non-violent Sal.
Sal went about it wrong.
Right. He didn't wash my underwear. So anyway, here's 2 moments that we remember Ralph with. Let's do this one first. This is where everyone accused Ralph of being gay. This has been a big thing on the show.
I remember because of the haircut.
That's right. And we said, you know, Ralph, you're so gay. Why don't you settle this once and for all, take a lie detector? So Ralph came in and took the lie detector test, and it's a great moment in the show history.
Not my favorite. Let's be clear about that.
I think I have it all queued up, but I'm not sure. Wait, let me just double check. All right, that's Cabby admitting to gay sex.
Hey, did they find that? Did you guys find Terry Farrell when I picked her up? That was a good moment.
Stay on one topic. We don't care about that. All right, here is Ralph taking his lie detector test to find out if he's gay. And tell me when you're ready for questions.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Do you like sitting next to a man while watching a romantic movie?
Do you like sitting next to men watching romantic movies?
No.
Well, that's a tough question.
No, just yes or no.
We'll go over everything later. Just yes or no.
Okay.
Just yes or no. Try not to move. Stay still, Ralph.
Do you ever look at a man and wonder if he's a good kisser?
Do you ever look at a man and wonder if he's a good kisser?
No.
No? Okay.
Have you ever kissed a man with your open mouth?
Have you ever kissed a man with your open mouth?
No.
You want to ask him personally?
Yes. Yeah, let me ask the question. And just answer yes or no, okay, genius? Are you gay?
No.
Look at how nervous he's getting.
Okay.
Are you a bisexual?
No.
Have you ever been accidentally invaded during sex? By a man?
No.
All right, I'm done unless someone else has another question. Ed, now give it to me slow because I got 700 riding on this.
Okay.
I'm the only one in this room willing to bet that Ralph was no fake.
How much did you bet?
700.
All right.
Everyone was a little nervous that I might be right because I think I could have got more action.
Yeah, you should have.
Right. Go ahead, Ed.
Well, I have to say
seen your new
thing.
place.
Shut up, Ralph. Now we're about to find out if you're a fag.
He was deceptive.
You float!
Ed, I can't believe you're a fag.
You're a liar!
I can't believe you're a fag.
Wait. Come on.
Come on. You're a fag. You've been up in my closet the whole time. Every time I've gotten undressed,
And he's
you've been
getting hot.
watching.
He's getting hot.
He was deceptive about that.
He was.
Yeah. What's even funnier is that guy. He's got like a briefcase with wires coming out of it, and he claims he's like an expert.
He is, and as a matter of fact, you flunked like
5 times.
Like 5 different times on that lie detector test.
Not good at taking tests, man.
Well, that was one of my favorites.
Especially not the gay test.
Give an oral to a guy.
I cut it out because it was too long. But they were saying when O.J. failed his polygraph, it was like a -22. He said Ralph was like a -55.
Did Ed deliver his?
Well, there you go, Ralph. Your shining moment where we found out you lied about being gay.
I mean, you're still denying it now, Ralph? What's the deal?
Oh, no,
I've copped to it now.
He's a full-out drag queen. The other fun moment I pulled about Ralph, he lost a bet on the air, so he had to dress up as a woman and go down to the tunnels and be a tunnel bunny. And put on pretty stockings and shoes.
And then try to pick up someone, right?
And then pick up a guy. So what you're going to hear here is Ralph out on the street. We teamed him up with an actual hooker. A pro. And they walked around the street. And Ralph was all full of himself, talking about how beautiful he was. And what's great is, like on any Great Munsters episode, when Ralph and this woman pull up to a car, this guy takes off so fast. You can hear the wheels burning when this guy takes one look at Ralph. And then, of course, Ralph, in the same moment, a police officer comes by and threatens to arrest him for being an ugly hooker.
And I was drunk, too, so let's just add that to the mix.
So here it is, Ralph in drag. Remember it for the last time. And tell me when you're ready for questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, wrong thing. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, I look so much hotter than these girls. Look at me. They're all frumpy. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so hot. We were just up by like 30th, and they chased us away.
Yeah.
But like a lot of guys out here, like, you know.
Hello. How you doing? You like my friend? You like my friend? You staring at her? You must.
You guys set this up. You. What?
What are you doing down here?
I'm just hanging out.
Hang out somewhere else. Get going. Get in the cab and get out of here.
Where should I hang out?
What do you mean, where should you hang out? Get out. You want to go to jail tonight?
No, I don't.
Well, then get lost.
What do you want? Just get out of here? Okay. I'm going.
The visual, when the two cops, it was a woman and a male cop, when the two cops, he's trying to engage them in some shtick, and they said, you want to go to jail, you get out of here. He ran down the street in his high heels so fast.
I thought you guys were messing with me,
No.
so I thought they were in on it, so I was like...
That's too
I can swear to, on a stack of Bibles, the car wasn't in on it, and the cops were in on it.
I knew after, but...
Yeah.
And that was scary. Imagine getting arrested like that.
Dressed up as a woman, they throw you in the tank.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Your first night out.
Well, Ralph, I do enjoy you on the show. I don't care what other people say. You are a friend of the show and a longtime friend, and
I enjoy being part of the show. And
is there anything you want to say as a farewell? Because
How are you feeling? We haven't heard.
You know, it is, it's weird, you know, like I started thinking my favorite moment or something, and it's not, it's just, you know, it's been a great time. I mean, like I said, I've listened from the beginning, I was a fan, and just to be part of it is great.
Ralph's been on the satellite channel more than anybody so far because we can't go on, but you're part of the Superfan Roundtable.
Yeah, and it is moving on, but like you were talking about this morning, it's like you're just not going to be able to go to any radio and tune on the show, and that's a shame.
Let's hope that changes.
Yeah.
That's the way it's got to be, to start something new.
It's a little sad, a little bit.
Well, look at you. All right, don't do comedy, because it's not going to go over.
No, I don't cry.
Colin, you look at disgust to Ralph. I see that.
I know. I like Ralph.
You don't like Ralph.
If I brought my ex-wife in here, she'd get a perfect score from Ralph. Nothing wrong with her.
Really gorgeous.
Wow. Well, trot her in, man.
Bring her in.
Where is she?
There was nothing wrong with her. Then why were you with the other woman?
He's a sex
Only
addict.
the woman had to say that.
Because he's not gay.
I did it to hurt myself, Robin.
It was too good. Yeah.
Stephanie, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, let me turn my radio down.
All right, I'm about to hang up on you.
Okay, don't. Colin, hi.
Hi, Steph.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I dated Colin back in the 80s.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Did you date a black girl named Stephanie back in the 80s?
I don't think so, but, you know.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
Where did you meet?
Where did you meet?
At the comic club, you were a bartender.
Were you a bartender?
I was a bartender at the comic strip.
Guilty.
Comic strip, right.
But you didn't sleep with me?
Yes, I'm adorable. You were a joke.
There was a black hooker who hung around a comic strip, but like in 90.
Yeah, and he freaked out because he thought people were looking at us because we were a black and white couple. And
The white guy, he's very...
I think you're making this up. I don't think I went out with you. I'm sorry, honey.
You're such a liar. Okay, fine.
Look, if I remembered, I would say it.
Can you tell us something about Colin only you would know?
Whip it out and show us.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, my God.
Ralph's comfortable looking at it.
Ralph, you've seen penises.
All right.
Now, remember, that was, I'm white, but... Hey, Ralph, are you going to look or not?
Let's go to Jennifer. Jennifer, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Yeah, quickly.
Oh, God. Hi. Actually, I wanted to tell you, Howard, that
when I came out. I listened to you for 15 years, and
all right, thank you for the call.
I was able to come out as a lesbian.
Oh, you were able to come out as a lesbian because you listened to this show?
Well, it helped. I mean, it was easier for me to, come out.
Talk about it because it was more acceptable.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Absolutely. And I love...
Irish John, you're on the air. He's boring.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? Yeah. I was just wondering, you have the bit where Ralph and Stuttering John almost came to blows. I think Ralph was hungover, sleeping on the couch, and John kept messing with him, I think throwing shoes at him and stuff like that.
That was great.
Yeah, I remember Ralph tried to take a swing at John.
Yeah, we played that a lot, actually, Irish John. Well, it's time to wrap up to get to news. And Colin,
is the show over already? Wow.
It moves fast.
Oh, my God.
When it's almost the end.
Doesn't seem like we've been sitting here for 4 hours.
The last Monday.
Colin, thank you. This is our last Monday.
Thank you, guys.
Colin, thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you. A good run, right?
I'm coming for...
We had a good run.
Yeah, like you say, revolutionized stuff, man. I hope it happens Friday, but I got a funny feeling they're going to clamp it down. When I heard this morning, I was listening, I was like, oh, that sounds like somebody really did think of that.
Oh, you think we'll be out of here on Thursday?
I don't know.
There was a theory
it sounds like one of those corporate things, though, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
No,
there was a theory floated that we'll be fired on Thursday and not allowed to do our last show. I think that would be a really dumb move. I don't buy it.
You don't buy a really dumb corporate move?
Nah, I don't buy that dumb corporate move. I don't think they'd waste the audience's time with us planning and having everyone come down. And I don't think they'd do that to Tom. Tom's been in on the planning of this thing.
Plus, it's a money thing. They've got like $100,000.
Oh, that's right. For the biggest day,
right?
It's a big day. I mean, if you're going to leave us on all year, why take away the last show?
But they'll torch Tom in the street. The fans will be so angry they'll burn Tom in effigy.
Yeah, just to keep Tom safe, I wouldn't do that.
Like Mussolini.
See Tom being directed.
Hey, that's no dummy. That's Tom.
That's a dummy of Tom. No, it's not. That's Tom.
What's different?
Well, anyway, thank you, Colin, for stopping
guys.
by. And Ralphie, thank you for stopping by and always calling in. I've always enjoyed it. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show. And now, Captain Jenks pretends to be Jim Carrey as he pranks Matt Lauer and Ed McMahon.
Somebody else who's doing okay, Ed, is on the phone with us right now. As a matter of fact, we were talking about him a second ago. He called in. I believe he was a Star Search loser. Is my caller here?
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
There's Jim.
Hi, Ed.
How are you?
How you doing, Matt?
I'm fine, Jim. How are you?
Do you believe this guy, what's happening to him?
You actually lost on Star Search?
I lost.
Well, you don't lose. He was in competition and someone else exceeded his performance. How's that?
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
What did you do on the show, Jim?
Well, I did a comedy routine. Hey, Ed.
Yes.
Howard Stern says you're a fat pig. Is that true?
No. That's what he thinks about himself.
Well, you're a fat pig.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently that's not Jim Carrey, and we apologize for that.
All right. I knew that was going to happen. It's okay.
That is apparently an imposter, and every once in a while that happens again. We apologize for that.
The thing about that that's great, they know they're an imposter. They know how dumb that was.
I can't understand.
And they carry that to their grave.
They love that.
Listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Hey, well, it's time for news.
Good point, Robin.
I tried to get rid of Ralph. I couldn't.
I see that your efforts failed. You were trying when the commercial break
He begged me to stay, and I was like, all right, I'll hang out.
He is so annoying. He came over to my apartment the other day.
Yeah.
I said, you got to be out of there in 10 minutes. Because, I'm so burnt out these days. I just want to be alone. And he got his work done in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, he got everything. 7 minutes, he got everything done. And he was in a fit. He goes, I have my food. My food is with me.
I wasn't in a fit. What did Beth tell you I was in a fit?
Beth Laura, too.
I wasn't in a fit.
He was like, can I eat? Whenever this guy comes over, he sets up with soups and a gourmet meal.
He has to make an afternoon.
Yeah, and I said, this isn't about Beth or Laura. This is about me. Every time he's got the phone set up. He's got the food set up. And for once, I put my foot down. I said, leave. I need to be alone. I don't want to sit here while you eat. I don't understand. This guy does nothing all day. He's sitting at home. I spoke to him. It was already still noon. He was home. Eat at home. When the 10 minutes you're in my apartment, don't eat. So then he was looking to go to Laura's apartment and eat. She didn't want him in there because she's busy working. So he goes over to a McDonald's and has to eat with the eating.
What is this about?
I don't see what the big deal is.
Ralph has always got to make himself comfortable. I picked up some
food on my way to your apartment, and I was going to eat it while I was there.
I want a new rule now. This is for the new year. When you come to work, just work for me in my apartment for the 15 minutes you need, and go eat afterwards.
I will.
It's an hour at tops here in my apartment.
No.
And you're telling me that you announced to him before he got there that you wanted him to finish quickly.
Yes. He gets there.
No, Laura announced to me when I got there.
Well, yeah,
I got there
I had Laura do it. I called Laura. I said, Laura, you got to help me out. Get Ralph out of my apartment. I'm coming home. I'm exhausted. I can't sit there with him. He makes me mental.
Come on.
You know what I'm doing? I'm buying a new apartment so I can get away from Ralph.
Here's the problem I have with that.
I have to be a douchebag.
Don't you have a relationship with Ralph, though, where you can say that to his face?
No. No, it doesn't matter. Artie, once he plants himself somewhere, he's very hard to move.
I do like to settle in.
He does. The phone comes out, his book comes out, he starts adjusting the blinds.
Look at here, I got a book, I got water, I got my glasses.
Yeah, he moves in. He's all set up.
I need my stuff.
Like, why is that out? Yeah, but just put it in a bag. I say to the guy, you work in my apartment for an hour tops. You can eat the rest of the day.
Did you
sleep.
think that Laura would have more...
Yeah, I couldn't
authority over him?
Yeah, she was great. She got him in out of there in 7 minutes. He didn't know what hit him. But my point is, he got everything done in 7 minutes.
Wow.
He was like, But I know this guy. There was a point. He would come over, he'd start taking showers. I said, look, you can't plant yourself in my apartment. You got to get in there and just leave. It's a job. It's not a home.
And for a while you were indulging this.
I was.
Because you'd go and have dinner with him after, and it became a whole afternoon thing.
He is so much more comfortable in my apartment than I am.
It's true.
It's the truth. He loves it. And I got to tell you.
Apartment.
Yeah, he loves it. But I got to get him out of there. I'm telling you, because the second he comes in, I'll be right back. I got to go get soup. And I'm like, why don't you just finish what you got to do here? No, I'm hungry now. I'll be right back. He's downstairs. He has his bean soup. He brings it back up. He's got eggs. He's got, and I go,
he never cooks in there, does he?
There are things being heated. And I'm like, I said, it's an hour a week job. 1 hour.
It's not an hour a week.
It's an hour a week.
In his apartment.
In my apartment. That's all that's required.
No, I'm there at least 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, but that's setting up your meal.
When we're regularly working.
So then take 2 hours and leave. 2 of the hours are eating and phone calls. He goes, I've got to make my phone calls. This is all related to you.
It's all
I go, then do it at home.
It's all about you.
Is he asking for a place of his own inside that...
Oh, he used to have it. Oh, trust me, he had a whole table he set up on. Oh, yeah. There was eating going on, dining. Don't ask. And Beth will always say to me, do you think we should invite Ralph for dinner? I go, no!
Because he's usually hanging around waiting, I suppose, until that time will come.
Food is being cooked. I go, no, don't start that. He'll never leave.
So you can't eat until
Except when
goes.
Beth's not there, then he invites me to dinner because he can't be alone by himself for 2 seconds.
Oh,
trust me. I had no trouble being alone.
You do that. You go, get out of here. And then you're like, come back, have dinner. And I want to show you this. And let's do this.
No more.
All
right, now,
and to be asked, then.
And then I say to him here on the show, I go, Ralph, hey, that was a good segment. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you on the other side.
And he didn't budge.
And he didn't leave that couch. And I said to him, Ralph, we're done. And he goes, I'm not leaving.
See if Laura can get rid of me.
All right. Just sit there and don't look at me. And don't annoy me. All right, let's go to Robin with the news.
It was interesting to me this weekend that when I looked in the paper, it said... The baby boomers, the first set of baby boomers are going to turn 60 in 2006. Yeah. So I looked and I said, well, who is turning 60? Both Laura Bush and the president, George W. Bush, will be turning 60. Sylvester Stallone is turning 60.
Wow.
That's an amazing thing.
Jeez.
Donald Trump is turning 60.
Wow.
Suzanne Summers is turning 60 this year.
Oh, she's older than 60.
You think?
Sure.
Oh, Greg Gumbel. Is he the older Gumbel?
No, younger.
Well, he's turning 60, so Bryant is already
Bryant is 84 years old. Maybe Greg's the older one. I thought he was the baby brother.
I think he's the older one.
All right.
Liza Minnelli is turning 60.
Boy, she looks horrible. Yeah.
She looks 70.
I was looking at the New York Times at couples getting married, and there was a guy, like, I don't know, like 48, and the guy looked like he was 80.
Yeah.
You know, it's all... Some people just age really hard. I don't know if it's the way they eat or genetic or what it is.
Well, at least with Liza, you can say, well, she did a lot of crap to look like that.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton will be turning 60. Connie Chung is turning 60.
Boy, I got to tell you, Connie Chung and Dolly Parton are two examples of women who held on for the longest time to their looks. And, you know, it's depressing now. I mean, Dolly Parton for a long time looked really, really good.
I know. You used to say all the time when she was getting into the 40s and 50s, I'd do her.
Yeah, but not now.
She had a lot of work done.
Whatever she did, it was done well. Connie Chung, too, looked real good for a long time. Then she married Maury Povich.
That did it for you?
That did it for me.
Linda Ronstadt didn't hold on, but she's turning 60.
She said, I'm going to get fat.
So she's now looking her age.
She looks like somebody who wants to die.
Cher will be 60.
Yeah, that's a drag. Boy, she held on, too, for a really long time. When she did that video in those stockings and the tattoos on her ass, she was well into her 40s, and she looked dynamic. But Jesus Christ, it's of all people, I thought Cher would have been thin, but I guess something happens. She's heavy.
Your metabolism changes.
She's doughy. She's 60.
It's a shame.
It is a shame. Age is a shame.
Haley Mills, somebody we all thought of as the eternal child, she's turning 60.
A lot of people don't even remember Haley.
I know, but she was the original kid in The Parent Trap.
Yep. Haley Mills was a big child star.
And Sally Field is turning 60.
See, you thought she was someone who was going to age well, and she did for a while, but God love her. Now she looks like my grandma.
Fell apart.
Bill Clinton will also be 60, though.
But he looks it.
Trump doesn't look 60.
Trump looks younger.
Yeah.
He looks
I
pretty
was
good.
surprised to see him on the list. I was surprised to see Sylvester Stallone on the list. And I saw pictures this weekend of him actually filming the new Rocky movie, Rocky 6, I think it is. And they were saying, they were making circles and saying, look, he's got, man boobs and maybe it's time.
I saw that too, and I was laughing because I would guarantee you the guy drawing the circles on Sylvester Stallone's man boobs probably has man boobs.
Oh, absolutely. Bigger ones.
Yeah. I didn't think he looked that bad.
I didn't either. I was like, look at they're picking him apart.
Imagine if he has man boobs. Imagine what my boobs look like. Because, he's in really good shape.
Yeah, but he's got that bodybuilder body, and then when that gets old, everything just falls. So
yeah, like Arnold Schwarzenegger has the worst body now.
Yeah,
I know, it's like a building that's collapsing.
Yeah, it's like the World Trade Center after it got attacked.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. They say in the paper today that John Corzine, who is the governor-elect of New Jersey, is going to unveil his girlfriend. He's secretly been dating, and, I guess during the whole campaign, he didn't want to have to deal with
what if it's her?
Scrutiny.
I love her.
Well, no, that's not who is dating John Corzine.
We're sure it's a chick, right? Because us Jerseyans are a little skeptical now.
No, it's a chick.
Oh, good.
But she's 60.
Whoa! Red flag.
He says she's the most stable woman he's ever known.
Oh, no.
Stable, like on a heart monitor stable?
That means she's not hot.
Oh, yes. I don't know, but he's hooking up with her.
Good for him. It's good to see a guy dating someone his own age for once.
And he's a billionaire, isn't he?
Right.
So you never see that happening.
The guy you can't figure out is Prince Charles. He's like the head of England and has all his money. And
everybody's throwing themselves at him.
Yeah, and look at that.
Who caught him?
Camilla Parker Bowles. I'll tell you what, he's a better man than I am. I'd rather do a guy.
There's what must she be able to do?
Oral.
You think?
That's it.
She's got to be a champ at it.
A champ. She blindfolds him and does it.
Yeah, but, he can't meet chicks. He can't, go to Scores.
Sure he can.
Stuff, you know what I mean?
Sure he can.
Where does he meet girls?
Brings them in on demand.
Are you kidding me?
They get brought to him.
He's dated models. He's dated movie stars. Was married to Di. Princess Di. Still preferred Camilla. Also in the news, they're saying that the custody battle between Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger is just getting worse and worse. Now Alec has accused Kim of making up wrappers for her daughter's chocolate bars that say things that disparage Alec in a weird way.
Well, that's a whole new way to screw a kid up.
What?
Creative.
That's crazy.
You know, the thing that all experts say is don't badmouth your spouse. No matter what. Like, there are times, you know, I'm sure the people who go through divorce want to just play that card. They say that is the most damaging thing to a kid and damaging to your relationship. So you don't do it. To make up a candy wrapper that says Daddy is a putz is beyond belief.
Well, she's not that obvious.
Daddy is a scumbag.
It's a bad divorce.
Miami blue.
I just can't imagine this. One read, to my daughter Ireland, who gave me the strength, courage, and tenacity to stand up for myself.
Oh, boy, that is just ridiculous. That's like Mao Zedong propaganda crap.
Can you imagine you're a kid and you just want to eat a candy bar and you got to read a letter?
I wonder if that kid will be as hot as Kim Basinger's.
Well, she had Alec for a dad. He's no slouch.
Yeah.
So.
Mom, do you have any more of those daddies and ass bars? Boy, they're great.
I thought that was pretty incredible that she was doing the whole candy bar wrapper thing.
Any more Pop Sucks bars?
I'm so glad that, you know, my ex-wife and I took the mature route, because you could do a lot of jerky things to me if you wanted to.
But the point is, the child is the one who suffers, and really it is, as you said, a very damaging thing.
That's crazy.
Honey, I want you to have a good day at school. Here's Daddy is a tall, ugly Jew. Wrap candy bar. Have a nice day.
Just have a goddamn Hershey's.
Remember to read the Daddy Sucks candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your father's the devil's gum.
It's in your lunchbox.
Anything else in the news, Robin?
Yes,
or are you anxious to get Ralph out of here?
We mentioned this earlier that Richard Pryor,
that's the man,
at the age of 65, had a heart attack.
He was the man. I'm proudest of my moment where Richard Pryor's wife called up recently.
Yes.
And I offered my services sexually, where I said I would sit in Richard Pryor's lap, turn out all the lights in the room, I would be nude, and she could make out with Richard and then do me while she kissed Richard.
While she looked at and kissed and fondled Richard's face.
Said in one article that probably killed him, that joke.
He heard that and had a stroke.
Yeah.
But, he had a long history with drugs and self-destructive behavior, but a brilliant comedian who is responsible for the modern wave of comedy because of all of the people he influenced, including Robin Williams and Eddie Murphy.
And Howard Stern.
This guy in the Daily News, Stanley Crouch, this columnist, he wrote an article that says his influence was way more negative than positive.
Well, you know what? I don't agree with that. So. I think his honesty was fantastic, and I read that article. I don't get the point. Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
He died?
Richard Pryor died, yes.
Oh, that's sad.
Especially when it's a guy who did something with his life.
Well, Jeff, I think, patterned himself after Richard, too.
Yeah, you patterned yourself after the latter Richard Pryor, the one that was, that had MS.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah, Jeff.
I was wondering, could I sing a song on Friday?
What song?
New York, New York.
To the crowd, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That would be very, very beautiful.
That'd be great.
Great.
All right, you prepare for that and hook up with Gary about what song bed you need and all that.
Start spreading the news. You have it on CD, right?
I believe we do. Fred, do we have that? Fred's going to look it up.
We'll do all the work for you again, Jeff. Just get down here.
I'll bring it.
Do you know this song by heart?
I sure do.
What is that, Fred?
I said, does he want someone to sing it for him, too?
No, I can sing it.
Oh, good.
No, he'll do it himself.
I'm glad.
No, but do you have the CD yet?
We'll get it.
Okay.
We just came up with the idea. How would we have the CD yet?
No, do you have my CD yet?
Yeah, I have your CD.
Well,
and by the way, I don't want to say anything, but I know Jeff's only had one session with Meet the Shrink. But doesn't he sound a little better already?
Oh.
You think?
Yeah, I just noticed an improvement.
You're very optimistic.
Oh, by the way, hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
So I heard that at the end of the session, you put your hand on the leg of the shrink?
Oh, you're taking the picture.
Dude, she's going to take that up with you this week.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
She has a whole issue with it.
Oh, okay.
I ran into her.
She got upset?
I saw her Friday night. Yeah, because it was totally inappropriate.
Oh.
Well, he's a drunk.
Yeah, go figure, Jeff.
I raped her. Oh, that's this week's show.
Go figure Jeff did something inappropriate.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting? During the session, she said if Jeff was going to just act like, the good guy all the time, they weren't going to get very far. So he put his hand on her in the leg.
Well, he has another session, then Tabitha Stevens has a session, too, which is what I'm looking forward to hearing, too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Watch the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree.
I never watched that.
Al Roker and some broad.
That was Megan Mullally, wasn't it? From Will and Grace?
Yeah. And then Rod Stewart. What happened to him?
Oh, I did see that part, and that's exactly how I felt. He really sold out.
Regis sang.
Regis was actually better than Rod.
He was. I thought so.
Hey, Howard, did you hear Spade's joke about Al Roker's sitcom he's developing?
No.
He goes, Al Roker's developing a sitcom. The sitcom's going to be mostly crappy with a 90% chance of sucking.
That's good. What else is in the news, Robin? And then, Jeff, we'll see you on Friday.
I'll see you Friday,
right.
everyone.
See you down there.
Someone else of major significance during our era died over the weekend, Senator Eugene McCarthy.
Yeah, I was sad to see that, man. People don't remember.
89.
Vietnam War was raging. We had a president who was insane, Lyndon Johnson. And there was nobody really on the horizon. Bobby Kennedy couldn't decide if he wanted to run. And this guy, this Senator Eugene McCarthy, came out of nowhere, Oregon. Nobody knew who he was. And he said, make me the president. I will end the war tomorrow.
He was from Minnesota.
Eugene McCarthy was from Minnesota?
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Ex-Minnesota Senator Eugene McCarthy.
Is that right, Fred? Why do I think it's Oregon?
Now she's got me thinking.
It says it right here in the paper. I'm reading it.
Wasn't that Mondale? I guess I'm wrong. I don't know.
It was from Albany.
Anyway, so, gee, I thought he was from Oregon. But okay, who cares anyway, right?
That's
Minnesota
right.
and Oregon are the same.
So he was a senator in the United States.
They're both cold. So anyway, he came out of nowhere. I told you he came out of nowhere. I don't even know where he came from.
You were right.
Yeah, and he just said, here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this war is wrong. There's no need to have a slow withdrawal. I will remove the troops tomorrow. So not one more person has to die in this dumb effing war. That means nothing. Well, lo and behold, the New Hampshire primaries come about, and the guy pulls 40-something, like 47%.
42%.
42%. I remember it like it was yesterday. And game on, Lyndon Johnson freaked out. Now, when the 42% showed up, now don't forget, this was a Democratic primary against a sitting president. And this guy pulled 42%, a guy out of nowhere, on one platform only, getting rid of the war. Bobby Kennedy took a look at this and went, error, 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 error.
That's an error.
I made an error.
That's an error.
Bobby Kennedy entered the race. Eugene McCarthy was bitter because he was the original anti-war candidate, but Bobby Kennedy was the one who could beat anybody. Bobby Kennedy entered the race. Eugene McCarthy was pretty much forgotten. Bobby Kennedy was on his way to winning, and then he was assassinated in California. But it forced Lyndon Johnson to resign. Hubert Humphrey became the candidate. He ran against a guy named Richard Nixon.
Well, he didn't resign. He withdrew from the race.
Right.
He didn't resign the presidency.
And Richard Nixon won the presidency. If Bobby Kennedy hadn't been shot, it would have been because of Eugene McCarthy that Bobby Kennedy became the president, changing the course of history. And Nixon never would have become president against Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy would have killed Nixon in the general election. It's amazing to think about history, but this guy, Eugene McCarthy, he had it just right. He said, enough's enough. And it really was enough. Boys were dying.
Hubert Humphrey became the candidate.
Think about all the young men who lost their lives. Guys 18 to 22, 23 years old lost their lives in Vietnam for no friggin' reason other than some misguided politicians Had to have their agenda.
Sounds familiar.
It sure does. That's why it's not so nutty when you hear some of these candidates now saying, elect me, I'll pull right out of Iraq.
Well, it's interesting because I keep hearing the argument that it is wrong and it makes, it fuels the insurgents over in Iraq when they hear Howard Dean say we should pull out immediately.
Let him have a victory.
And I'm like, why do you think that inflames the insurgents?
Maybe it doesn't. It's like me with Tom. Give him his carts. Let him think he had a victory.
But that's the argument you hear. Now, a super tragedy happened over the weekend.
Ralph in my apartment?
That, too.
Oh.
But no, this is the soprano actor whose lame drug problems and botched attempt at a robbery led to the death of a New York City police officer.
Yeah, this is really some story. Now, this guy, they say he's an ex-Soprano guy. He barely was on The Sopranos. He was
really in this great movie called A Bronx Tale.
Yeah, that's where you really know him. If you ever see A Bronx Tale, he was the lead guy.
He was the kid.
Yeah, so evidently
Robert De Niro's son.
He had drug problems. He was hanging around with this mobster, dating this mobster. Is he a mobster?
He was an ex-mobster. He was such a junkie, the mob threw him out. He figured out how to get out of the mob by being such an F-up.
So this guy has, he was dating this guy's daughter. And
the daughter broke up with him. He inherited the father out of the relationship. That's how bad off that situation was.
It's so unfortunate, this whole story. So him being a drug addict, he goes out with his father, who's rather overweight. And they said, let's go score some, I don't know.
Valiums. What they were looking for.
Some dumb Valiums. They break into this apartment. Nobody's in the apartment. There's no Valium. The apartment had been cleaned out. As they're leaving, I guess a cop lived next door to this apartment, and he sees these guys. And he says to them, hey, dudes, what are you doing? This ex-mobster dude just shoots the cop.
Yeah, the mobster dude had his father's gun, and for some reason or other just decided, I'm opening a fire. They didn't have anything. They were breaking and entering at most. But he opens fire on the cop. The cop shoots and empties his gun, but he's killed in the process.
What do you think of this actor kid's story? Now, do you think that he had anything to do with he probably was just trying to get some Valium?
Probably didn't know the guy even had a gun.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate story. Now a cop is dead.